Welcome to QuickCase HQ, your go-to channel for comprehensive true crime stories. Today, we're covering a case that devastated a nation, sparked sweeping reforms, and remains deeply ingrained in public consciousness. The tragic murders of Holly Wells and Jessica Chapman. This case didn't just shake the United Kingdom, its repercussions were felt worldwide. It's a story of loss, justice, and the enduring impact on child protection laws. Let's dive into the details. Let's start on the morning of August 4, 2002. For Holly Wells and Jessica Chapman, it was the perfect summer day. At just 10 years old, the girls were full of life, known for their vibrant personalities and their close friendship. Both lived in the quiet, picturesque town of Soham in Cambridgeshire. That day, Holly's family was hosting a barbecue. The girls spent the day playing games and chatting, like any carefree children on summer break. Around 6 p.m., they decided to walk to a nearby shop to buy some sweets. They were last seen chatting happily, dressed in their matching red Manchester United football shirts that would later become a haunting symbol of their disappearance. When Holly and Jessica didn't return home as expected, their families quickly grew concerned. By 8 p.m., both families were out searching for the girls, calling their names and retracing their steps. By 9:30 p.m., they contacted the police. The initial search effort was massive. Within hours, police officers, neighbors, and volunteers scoured the town and surrounding countryside. Helicopters equipped with thermal imaging, search dogs, and ground teams were deployed. The community came together, holding out hope that the girls would be found safe. Despite the extensive search and widespread media coverage, days turned into weeks with no significant leads. The Wells and Chapman families appeared in press conferences, making emotional pleas for the safe return of their daughters. During the investigation, police interviewed Ian Huntley, the local school caretaker, and his partner Maxine Carr. Huntley claimed to have seen the girls walking past his house the evening they disappeared. Carr, who worked as a teaching assistant at the girls' school, described Holly and Jessica fondly, providing Huntley with an alibi. At first, their accounts seemed credible, but investigators were growing suspicious. Huntley appeared eager to insert himself into the investigation, offering information and even participating in media interviews. It was later revealed that his behavior was a calculated effort to deflect suspicion. As investigators dug deeper, inconsistencies in their stories emerged. Huntley's past began to surface, revealing allegations of inappropriate behavior with young girls, which, shockingly, had not been properly recorded due to systemic failures in the police's information-sharing systems. On August 17, 2002, the investigation took a devastating turn. A gamekeeper discovered the bodies of Holly and Jessica in a remote ditch near RAF Lakenheath, about 10 miles from Soham. The site was carefully chosen to delay their discovery. The girls' bodies had been badly decomposed, but forensic evidence linked the scene to Ian Huntley. The discovery confirmed what everyone feared: Holly Wells and Jessica Chapman had been murdered. The nation mourned. Vigils were held across the country, and the Soham community came together in grief, offering support to the devastated families. With mounting forensic evidence, Ian Huntley was arrested and charged with the murders of Holly and Jessica. Maxine Carr was charged as an accessory for providing him with a false alibi. During the trial, Huntley's defense attempted to portray the murders as accidental, claiming the girls had died in his home and he panicked. The jury, however, was presented with overwhelming evidence, including fibers from the girls' clothes found in Huntley's home and his car. On December 17, 2003, Ian Huntley was found guilty of both murders and sentenced to life imprisonment, with a minimum term of 40 years. Maxine Carr was convicted of perverting the course of justice and sentenced to 3.5 years in prison. She served half of her sentence and was released in 2004 under a new identity, sparking public outrage. The murder of Holly Wells and Jessica Chapman was a watershed moment for the UK. In the wake of the case, the government launched the Bichard inquiry to examine how Huntley, despite a history of accusations, had been able to work in a school. The inquiry exposed significant flaws in the vetting system and led to the creation of new safeguarding measures, including the introduction of the Disclosure and Barring Service, DBS. This system requires rigorous background checks for anyone working with children or vulnerable adults, a measure now adopted in many countries worldwide. The case also changed how missing person investigations are handled. It highlighted the importance of immediate action, community involvement, and media coordination. Today, technology like Amber Alerts and improved forensic methods are part of Huntley's grim legacy. The Soham case sent ripples across the globe. Countries such as Australia, Canada, and the United States reviewed and tightened their child protection laws in response. The tragedy underscored the universal need for vigilance and systemic accountability in safeguarding children. While the reforms can never undo the loss of Holly and Jessica, they have undoubtedly saved lives, providing a safer environment for countless children worldwide. Today, Holly Wells and Jessica Chapman are remembered as two bright, happy girls who were taken far too soon. Memorials in Soham serve as a lasting tribute to their memory, and every year, the community comes together to honor their lives. Their story is a painful reminder of the evil that exists in the world, but also of the resilience and determination to protect future generations. Holly and Jessica's legacy lives on in the changes their deaths inspired. The case of Holly Wells and Jessica Chapman is a story of immense loss but also of systemic change and collective action. It reminds us of the importance of vigilance, community, and justice. While nothing can bring Holly and Jessica back, their memory serves as a call to ensure that every child is safe and protected. Thank you for joining us on this deep dive into a case that will never be forgotten. If you found this video insightful, please like, share, and subscribe to QuickCase HQ. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and if you have a case you'd like us to cover, we'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay safe, stay informed, and as always, stay safe.